it seems like the Matrix. How did he possibly put the football there exactly at that moment within that window for that player where only that player could catch it? And I caught myself a couple of times last night noticing that from Mahomes. And the crazy thing is Mahomes didn't have a preseason. Mahomes didn't have an off season. They had training camp over the last month, but he is at such a mastery of the defense and the people on the field that he makes the impossible look very, very ordinary. And noticing that last night in the middle of what very much amounted to much of the rest of the game looking pretty clunky was pretty extraordinary. I mean, the Texans all night looked like they were under labor. All night, the offense of the Texans just looked like they simply weren't in sync, weren't in rhythm. It was just difficult for them to move the football and certainly difficult for them to score. Late in the game, we saw a couple, but that was garbage time by the time that it was out of reach. Midway through the fourth quarter, they started getting down the field, but that doesn't even matter. It really was about the first three quarters, and the Texans it was such a labor for them. Now, certainly credit the Chiefs' pass rush. It's a very good pass rush. It's one of the best in football, helped lead them to a Super Bowl last year. But I think part of it is obviously that you just have offense that's not in sync right now. And it's not going to be in sync probably for a couple of weeks for a lot of teams. And yet here was the Chiefs. And it was like after about a quarter, Mahomes got it. Okay, yep, I figured this thing out. I got the puzzle. I got the Sudoku, or I got the New York Times crossword. Okay, got it. Bing, 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 bing. We're going to do this here, this here, this here. He had the big touchdown throw called back because there wasn't possession by the receiver. He had another possession or another touchdown also called back. You know, it was like if you just gave Mahomes enough time, he would figure it out, and he did it within about a quarter. And that's kind of the stuff of the really great players, that really upper echelon set of quarterbacks that just make the really difficult look way easier than it should be.